So when I decided to take CELTA course, I was wondering what formats are available, and I knew that I would have to combine my CELTA course with my studies and work. And when I got to know that there is a part-time CELTA, of course, I opted for this variant, and I really liked it that we have inputs on Fridays and we have teaching practice on Saturdays, so that you have actually the full week left for work and studies, but still it is very important to keep in mind that part-time CELTA is very intensive and you have a lot of lessons to prepare, and you don't have to be at the center for your studies every day, but still you have to devote some time to the course every day, because you have to read some books, to prepare some assignments, to prepare your lessons. So if you take this format, please keep in mind that it's still intensive and you have to work on your CELTA every day. All the inputs, all the lectures were really full of useful information that I could apply to practice the very next day. So basically on Fridays you have inputs and on Saturdays you teach, and you have a lot of new information, and it seems like your brain is burst for new information and ideas, and then you can feel free to apply them to practice. On Saturdays, of course, there is a framework and you have to follow this framework, but still there are so many techniques to try and to improve yourself in different teaching processes and different teaching tricks, if we can put it like this. The main advice that I would give to anyone who is taking part-time CELTA is not to think that if it is part-time, then maybe you can spend less time on CELTA, because CELTA is really intensive, because still you have written assignments, you have to read a lot of literature, you have your teaching practice, you have to prepare, and it's not like that you have just only Fridays and Saturdays for your course. Of course not. You have to spend some hours on your course every day, preparing and reading and doing extra research. That's why my main advice is to keep in mind that CELTA is intensive, be it part-time, be it full-time, and during that period that you are taking your course, it must be the main focus of your life.
I've chosen part-time CELTA because I work and I need to combine studying and teaching. And it gave me this possibility, which I enjoyed a lot, because I was able to work during the week, and then on Friday evenings and Saturdays I invested my time into CELTA, and it was really helpful. Then I was choosing between two schools. Both of them look very professional, and I like both of them. But I decided to go to GRADE because it seemed to me that the teachers, tutors are really great. So I enjoyed the first interview a lot, the interaction with the person who was interviewing me. So it was very nice, and I felt inclined to join GRADE CELTA. Yeah. What I like the most about the input, feedback, and about the practice itself, that it was given by our tutors in a CELTA way. So we had a possibility to observe our tutors teaching us in a CELTA way with CELTA techniques. So it was kind of learning, starting from inside, and it was the most helpful part for me. For those ones who would like to take part-time CELTA, first of all, I would advise to be ready to invest time into it, energy, and to be open to new ideas, to new techniques, to observe, to watch what's going on, because every little thing can be very helpful, and then try and use it and practice it, and not only during the CELTA course, but after it. As we said, life after CELTA, and it would be very helpful. So I'm going to use it. Yeah.
I have chosen part-time CELTA as for the person who has a full-time job. It's difficult to devote such a quantity of time during a month or something like this. And another thing is that it provides me with a great opportunity to, process all the information you get during the inputs and to have a proper preparation for the lessons you have to give. When choosing the place where to undertake the CELTA course, I actually opted for the place with the which is reputable and which has nice, feedbacks and comments of people studying here. And I also have some experience of studying myself at this center and receiving another international certificate. And one more thing, I already had an opportunity to work with the tutors by visiting some sessions that they had during some conferences. The main advice I would give to those who are opting for CELTA's course for self-development is to be sure that whatever is given and whatever is taught during the course will definitely be beneficial, even though at the beginning it might seem as some trivial, unnecessary things which only consume time during the lesson. As the course has showed, it all works, and students will get much more from the lesson in general whenever you work according to CELTA requirements.